Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's video, we will be discussing, is Ryan Garcia taking the Devin Haney fight serious? But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button, and let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as I go throughout the video. So, Ryan Garcia has a big fight coming up April 20th against Devin the Dream Haney. Now, I believe that this is a highly anticipated fight, and it's a fight that a lot of people are interested in and want to see. They've already got the buzz going with the shove gate situation, where we're still trying to decide if it was scripted or if it's real. Now, originally when I seen it, I was like, oh, this might be real. But upon further review, I don't think so. Either way, the situation was entertaining, and Ryan, for some reason, is just hilarious to me, and it's hard for me to take him serious. And it seems as though it's hard for him to take himself serious, because as of lately, I've been seeing Ryan in videos with other streamers or YouTube personalities BSing around, so to speak. Now, I know I seen an interview with him during the Super Bowl, and he said after the Super Bowl, he was going to start back training. So I'm just curious if Ryan is in the lab with Derrick James training, because every time I see Ryan, he seems to be punching on that reflex bag or punching some mitts with somebody in his house. And I always had a question, like, why is Ryan Garcia always working out in his house? When is this man in the gym working out? Now, I like Ryan. I'm a fan of Ryan, I guess you could say. I feel like he has talent, he has speed, he has power, he has athleticism. But the only issue that I've had with Ryan, and that a lot of other people have with Ryan, is that he does not take his craft serious. I mean, I couldn't believe that once he scored the Gervonta Davis fight that he didn't take that serious and work hard. So in my mind, I was thinking, okay, after he did get the Davis fight, he's seen how much money he was able to make. He garnered some new fans outside of the fans that he already had. Maybe he will take his craft serious and be serious from now on. He's able to get the big fights. People want to see him fight the top fighters at 140. Now, you can say what you want about Ryan's skill and his footwork, but Ryan has the equalizer. Ryan Garcia has mastered the punch that you can't see coming. So, if we're honest, that's dangerous for any fighter. But if he's not going to take his craft serious, and he's going to continue running around and clowning around on the internet, eventually, I think the interest will kind of wear off, right? It would be more interesting, and I think that the fight will garner more interest if we see Ryan in the gym being serious and not running around with other YouTubers playing around. I really believe that this fight with Devin Haney can be highly competitive. And I think Devin Haney's going to win, because I do think he'll be able to outbox Ryan. But Ryan does have a puncher's chance in this fight if he takes it more serious. Ryan's still young. He still has the ability to improve his craft. He has a great trainer in Derrick James. He's in there with Earl Spence. He's in there with Frank Martin, Jermell Charlo. He's around all of these champions. How are you still running around here playing around? Have you even started camp yet, Ryan? Like, Ryan, what are you doing? I like you, Ryan, but that don't mean that I'm not going to criticize you. If you don't take this, if Ryan Garcia doesn't take this fight serious, I'm going to be done with Ryan. I kind of gave him a pass the first fight, because I felt like after Oscar and them didn't show up after the fight, I was like, okay, and Joe Goose and them didn't show up after the fight, I was like, okay, maybe he wasn't being as serious, or he couldn't accept what they were saying to him because he didn't trust them, right? I was like, maybe he don't trust them, so maybe that's kind of why he was kind of not listening. But he swears by Derrick James. He says he loved Derrick James as a trainer. Derrick James is able to explain things to him and that he trusts him. So if you trust your trainer, Ryan, why are you still out here playing around when you have such a big fight coming up? What would let me know and drop it below. What would a win over Devin Haney do for Ryan Garcia's career? Not only would he have a win over Devin Haney, but he would also have a belt. He could go fight. He could definitely make the rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis, and that fight could possibly be even bigger than the first fight because it'll be for a belt. But I'm not sure if Ryan is seeing the bigger picture. Like, is Ryan that stubborn and hard headed? Does Ryan not take boxing serious at all? I mean, y'all let me know and drop it below. I'm just curious because I really had hope that Ryan would start to take his career more serious after he seen how much money he made against Gervonta Tank Davis in a loss. He lost and became a star. So imagine what will happen if he wins, especially if he beats Devin Haney. Now, when the fight got announced, I was really like, okay, this is going to be a competitive fight. If Ryan go in the gym, if he work on his footwork, if he work on his jab, if he work on setting up that left hook, keeping his chin down, he might have an actual shot. Now, I know a lot of people like, listen, you're not fixing all of that in one camp. But we seen in the Duarte fight that he really had been working on his footwork. His footwork looked a lot better. I know some people are like, oh, Ryan Garcia looked the exact same. Come on, y'all. If we're honest, Ryan Garcia did not look the exact same in that Duarte fight. His footwork was pretty decent. But I know the California roll he was doing kind of outshadowed his improvements because so many people was focused on that. But if you take that away, he looked like he had worked on some things, and you can tell that Derrick James was able to improve his skill in that fight. So this would be his second camp with Derrick James, and I just hope that Ryan Garcia is taking this as serious as possible, right? I hope he's taking this fight as serious as possible because let's say Ryan Garcia loses. If he looks very competitive in this fight and he looks good in this fight, that will still be of benefit to him because if we're honest, nobody is expecting Ryan to win. Let me know and drop it below if you're expecting Ryan to beat any of the top contenders at 140. Because I'm not necessarily expecting Ryan to beat any of the top contenders at 140, but my expectation for him is to be competitive with the top fighters at 140. So I just hope that Ryan, I hope that Ryan is not out here BSing around and playing around. Like, you got the fight, get in the gym and start training. The fight is April 20th. I don't want to see you on the internet with other YouTube personalities playing around. That does not give people confidence, Ryan. Now, I understand you're not in the gym 24/7 and this and that. I get that. I understand you got a social media following and that's part of your business and how you make your money. I understand that too. But you only got to train for what? 8 weeks? You only got to train for 8 weeks. Put that on hold and get in the gym and get ready for this fight. This is a big fight for you, Ryan. This is a big fight for you. And you don't even have to win the fight. You just got to be competitive in the fight. You got to show your improvements and that you've improved your skill and that you're taking your craft serious. That's all you got to do. Nobody's expecting you to win. Nobody is saying, oh, it's going to be a tough fight. I don't know who's going to win. Everybody like, oh, Devin Haney going to beat Ryan. A lot of people say, oh, Devin Haney going to wash Ryan. But I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be a wash. I think Devin Haney will win. But hopefully, if Ryan improves what he needs to improve and take this fight more serious, it'll be a competitive fight. But let me know what you think by dropping your 2 cents in the comments below. Follow me on IG at 2 Cents Boxing and follow me on X at 2 cents 20. I'm Jay, and stay tuned for my 2 cents in the next video.